Just before this video starts, there was recently a terror attack in London, and the same things apply which I said about the Manchester attacks in one of my previous videos. Obviously, as usual, thoughts and prayers go out to the families. I just want to state or bring your attention to 4 different sources of Islamic rulings on these things, and what Muslims and Imams and respectable people in the Islamic world are saying about these things. I'll leave links to all of them in the description. One of them is a 500 page in English, I think it's originally 600 in Urdu, a 500 page Islamic legal ruling, which is the most extensive legal ruling on terrorism and suicide bombing and why it's un-Islamic and evil. That's by Muhammad Tahir al-Qadri. There is a pamphlet, a little small book by Sheikh Pirzada called ISIS State of Ignorance, and there's 2 Imams, 2 Shuyukh who are very active on social media, Sheikh Muhammad Yaqubi, another huge name in Islam, and a local Imam from the UK, Imam Qari Yasim, who's doing a lot of work to do with community relations and fighting ISIS at an ideological point. All 4 of these people, greatly respected in the Islamic world, and I'll leave links to all of them in the description. Please do check them out if you are interested in what mainstream Muslims do say about these kind of things. But as usual, thoughts and prayers go out to the families. On with the video. Continuing that short talk, the True Geordie released a podcast recently. I really love his podcast, obviously, definitely go check them out. All pretty sick. But he released one about these recent attacks in Manchester, and he spoke quite openly about it, and that was genuinely quite refreshing. I mean, on the internet you mainly hear both extremes of the argument. You hear people that are saying, oh, I'm gonna go kill every Muslim because of this, and then you hear other people saying that it's not every Muslim, it's only 1% or under 1% of Muslims that are doing these extremist attacks. And it's refreshing to hear a midpoint kind of view. He's very open about what he felt, and him and Lawrence always make an amazing podcast, so definitely go check it out. I'll put the link in the description. This is a message to me while I'm editing. You always forget to put links in descriptions and do annotations and that kind of stuff, so if you forget this time, I'm gonna find out where you live and I'm gonna chop your head off. That was insensitive, shouldn't have said that. I'm gonna find out where you live and I'm gonna punch you repeatedly. That's better. Shut the fuck up. Walking back to the car, it's always pretty scary when you can't find something like your phone or your house keys. Well, I couldn't find my car keys, and I came to the car. Bear in mind it's 5:30 and I got here at 9:30 in the morning. It's 5:30 p.m. and my car keys had been in the door the entire day. I mean, the good thing is my car's worth less than a week's salary to anyone that works here, so it's not like anyone's gonna steal it. But you know, I always thought of myself as not the dumb guy that does stupid things like that, and then I do stupid things like that. Time to go home. Just what I bloody wanted to see. A goddamn Rolex. You cheese. I apologize in advance. I've got the windows open because it's kind of warm, and this next bit's going to be very bad quality, but it's just ay, as they say, ay. Let's get this set up. Okay. Get it in. I'll explain what just happened. It's happened twice now while I've tried to do this. I've got this kind of thing to hold the camera, but every time I put the camera on there, one of the buttons at the back gets pressed and it just stops the recording always, which is very annoying. So I need to try and be very delicate with this and not push too hard so that the button doesn't get pressed. That just really doesn't want to work, and all of this because I really like a certain song and I just want to have it in the video. Oh, stop zooming. Alright, I'm gonna have to do what I did before, which is really annoying. All the way on the floor. Man's not even answering me. Nope, that's not gonna work. Oh, now you're facing the complete wrong way. I need you facing this way. Yes, please. There we go. No. Start again. मजहब दियो खबर न रखते दीन मजहब खबर की कसूर होयो मैं केरी गलो चकी यार बुलाया बोले नहीं यार बुलाया बोले नहीं मैं मिन्नता कर कर थकी. Well, that's all I wanted to record though, so bye bye. This isn't 100% shady and scary, so why not? Ooh, the dirty canals and the rubbish lighting. You know what? This isn't a good place to record. I'm leaving. I need some good lighting. Oh god, too much cardio. Oh, that's enough for a lifetime. Let's find somewhere. This bench looks... What's that? Oh, that's wet. God damn. What do I... God damn it. Literally all I want is a place to sit and talk to the camera. Keep boat forward on sill marker. Yep, do that. Okay, this looks like a seesaw kind of thing. It's kind of wet, but it'll do. Now, today, it is Thursday, the 8th of June as I'm recording this, which means it is the general election voting day. And people are going out in their masses, especially a lot more young people than you'd think. Based on what I've seen on social media, every bloody young person's out here exercising their right to vote and talking about how good it is. But we all know how lazy some people are. I have yet to vote. I'm going to vote in about half an hour with my family. We're all going to go together. I just want to say a couple of things. I mean, by the time you're watching this, by the time this is up, the general elections are over. You'll know who's won and everyone will have cast their vote. But I just want to say something, like a general thing. Like, if you are part of the Asian community, the brown Asian community, as I am in the UK, and you didn't vote in this election for Nigel Farage, go back to where you came from. Packy. Come on, zoom out. Come on. There we go. Only problem with digital cameras, the zoom's really slow. But yeah, in this election on social media, I've seen so much hate for Theresa May and the Conservatives. Like an unbelievable and unprecedented amount of anti-Tory campaign on social media, at least. And I don't know how much that will reflect the actual results, because I know a lot of people don't use social media, especially a lot of the older generation. That's cool. Train. What was I going to say else? There's so much hate on the internet right now for the Tories or the Conservatives, Theresa May, that there's a website called tactical2017.com, and that website is literally dedicated solely to not getting the Tories to win. So if you type in your postcode on that website, it will tell you who to vote for in your constituency, just so the Tories don't win. Because obviously the main opposition countrywide is Labour, but in some places Labour have no chance of winning. So putting your vote for Labour is obviously basically saying let the Tories win. Some places the Lib Dems are more popular than Labour, that kind of stuff. This website is dedicated solely to not letting the Tories back in. I mean, that says a lot about how they are received in the UK, the Tories, Theresa May, Conservatives. Obviously the people that I hang out with, the people that I know and interact with on a daily basis, they're a lot more, they're younger generation, and the younger generation, from what I've heard a lot, I haven't done enough research to know myself, but from what I've heard, they feel really fucked by the Tories, especially to do with the education. University fees is a big one. Like how easy it is for young people to get houses, mortgages, EMA, which used to educational maintenance allowance, all that kind of stuff, that's changed drastically. I mean, I've left uni, I've finished studying, so it won't affect me anymore. I've gone through the stages of the education with the Tories, who really did make it quite difficult. So hopefully it's better for the younger generation. I mean, I do hope to have kids one day, if I can get around to finding somebody who will actually agree to have them with me. And yeah, because I'm not into, I don't know, that was getting really weird. I don't want to talk about that. I'm forever alone. But for the next generation, for the people that are growing up, for the younger people in this country, definitely they do feel a lot of hatred towards the Tories. This clip is 4 minutes, almost 5 minutes, and it's all about the election. I mean, it makes sense because today is Thursday the 8th of June in the UK general election. Hashtag fuck Theresa May. I'm joking, don't fuck her, she's really old, don't. And you'd be arrested very quickly or shot in the head. With a face like this and a name like mine, you would be arrested and shot and killed and tortured and beaten up and hung on YouTube. But that's just what happens when you got a face like this and a beard and a name like mine. You don't know. I need to find something else to talk about, so I'm going to stop this recording, I'm going to walk around, and I'm going to think of something that's actually useful, because the general election's currently over for you and you're watching this. So you know, if I get 5 million likes in this video, I'll jump into this green pit of, oh my god, I'll jump into that if this gets 5 million likes, 5 million videos. Give me 5 million likes. You know, you get all those artistic pictures on Instagram and Facebook and that kind of stuff about people like sitting on really high cliffs off the edge, you know, like behind them looking down over the edge there's like Niagara Falls going on, or some sort of massive cliff, the Grand Canyon. Well, this is Birmingham's version. Yep, a dirty canal. But you know what, I say that as if, oh, Birmingham's rubbish. I love Birmingham, man. It's a place I've grown up. It's OG, one love to Birmingham. Oh god, this is very dirty. And my hand right now is over the water, so if I drop this, that's a lot of money on this camera gone. But you know, what's life without a bit of risk? On a more serious topic, a lot of this video has been my opinions, my thoughts, and the reactions to the London attacks and the Manchester attacks. I've seen a couple of posts on Facebook and on the news and that kind of stuff that there's Islamophobic attacks going on as a result of these terrorist attacks. I mean, that's happened almost every time a terrorist attack has happened. There's been a backlash against the Muslim community, and we've suffered for it. And someone posted, I think it was on Twitter, that you always see this post and it's always attacking the people that are doing these Islamophobic attacks, are attacking old people walking alone that are going home from the mosque, or women. And it just says a lot about these kind of people. Like the people that committed the Manchester attack, especially that guy, that guy was affiliated with ISIS. He chose to attack children, and that makes him a disgusting human. Attacking people in general is bad enough, killing that many people, but going out and actively attacking innocent children who haven't done anything with their lives to make you so offended that you want to go kill them. Like, they've had no say in anything to do with what you're so angry about, your political agendas and all that bullshit that you use to try and justify it. Those kind of people that do these attacks on children have the same mentality as these Islamophobic attacks that are done on women and old people who are defenseless. They're both against defenseless people, and it says a lot about the type of people who would commit these kind of attacks. These terrorist attacks in Manchester and London, and these Islamophobic backlash attacks, throwing bricks at mosques and attacking women and throwing acid in people's faces. It's just, what's the point of fighting hate with hate? Is you're so angry that a guy from ISIS has gone and killed people that you're going to attack more people who aren't even from ISIS. Like, it just baffles my mind. Like, I will never understand the people from ISIS who do these attacks, and I'll never understand the people who react violently against the 99% moderate innocent Muslims who do nothing, who hate ISIS as much as you do, who hate ISIS, I'd say, even more than you, because due to ISIS they're facing all this backlash, all these attacks. It's just a really bad state in this country right now. I mean, what can I do? I can just put my voice out there and try and be the nice guy that I can, and there's nothing else I really can do. So if there's one thing to take away from all of this, is just wherever you can, be nice to people. You put a smile on someone's face, you never know, they might have been having a shit day and you make them have a wonderful day, and that's beautiful. Unlike me, because look at this, I am so ugly. Oh my god. Oh god, I'm gonna vomit into this canal right now. But in response to the London terror attack on the London Bridge, I think there was over 100 religious leaders from Christianity, from Islam, from Judaism. There's over 100 imams from Islam alone, really big shuyukh, which means like a scholar or a really educated, respected person in the UK. Over 100 of them went to the London Bridge. Some BBC News interviews showing their support, laying flowers for the London attacks. And that's positive, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of people might be thinking that, oh, those people from the London attacks, they've suffered enough, laying flowers isn't going to help them. But it shows that people care and people don't want this to continue, and especially Muslims. Like, it's our responsibility right now as Muslims to stand up and say that no, we're not represented by ISIS, or we're not represented by these terrorists who think it's all right to go and kill people for a political agenda that they label as religious. But you know what? That's enough really depressing and sad topics for this video. I've beaten that down. I think hopefully you guys understand what my point of view is right now and where I'm coming from, and where the majority of people, Muslims in the UK, are coming from. But yeah, that's my canal talks are over. I'm gonna go back to the car and hope it didn't get stolen, because it got parked in a really shady place. In completely unrelated news, this is my car. I really want to get a new one because, I mean, look at the state of this. It's not the swaggiest car. I like to try and have a nice appearance of myself. It's not arrogance or anything, it's just I'd rather, come on man, like this car does look a bit of a shambles. So yeah, hopefully within the next couple of months I'll be buying a really nice car. Hopefully one of the big 3 German cars. I've really heard a lot of good things about them. All German engineering, German efficiency, all these big buzzwords about German cars. So yeah, maybe in August you might be seeing Seaman driving a German whip. Blacked out windows, leaning back. No, there's no blacked out windows, and I'm not going to be leaning back because that's dangerous. Vote for Theresa May, because she's going to kill your children. Man, if this ain't the scariest looking thing I've ever seen in my life. Kill that shit with fire, man.
मच इश्क दा सिखांगे ते एक दूजे वल वेखांगे तू मेरे नेड़े वस वे ढोलन यार